Welcome back. We're here at Studio 61 talking about the ongoing rising inflation. That, coupled with the recent cuts in social programs, have forced more Connecticut families to face food insecurity. One statewide nonprofit, Gifts of Love, is helping to feed and clothe people and families in dozens of cities and towns in Waterbury and across the state. Joining me now is Lisa Gray, the executive director of Gifts of Love, to talk all about the charity, what they do, and how you can take part in National Hunger Action Month. Thanks so much for being with us.
Hi, Erica. Thank you for having me.
So for people who are not familiar with Gifts of Love, talk a little bit more about what the organization does.
Sure. We're a nonprofit with locations in Avon and Hartford, and we help individuals and families who are experiencing a temporary financial crisis to return to self-sufficiency. So we help them with their basic needs such as food, clothing, and small household items. And so that our hope is that they can take the income that they are receiving and that they would normally be putting toward those items every month and put it toward the bigger items like rent, medications, car payments, gas for their cars, those types of things.
Elisa, you brought some items here. Are these the items that typically are used the most? Or donated the most, or
yes.
the greatest need?
Well, we get a lot of donations. We're very fortunate. We're very well known in the community. So we do have a very large food pantry, and we get the typical non-perishable items that people think about donating. But we're also very proud to be able to offer our clients things like fresh produce, fresh meats, dairy products.
That's really important.
Household cleaning products, personal hygiene items, basically anything that you would find in a grocery store, we have in both of our food pantries in Avon and Hartford.
You're really trying to shine the spotlight on food insecurity because of this month. Are there other things in the community that are happening that people can, participate in?
Yes, absolutely. We accept donations at our office in Avon, first of all. If anyone would like to bring in either food donations, clothing donations, or small household items donations, those are always welcome. There is a tremendous need in our communities right now. We have seen our client visits increase by 86% for the first 7 months of this year compared to the same time last year.
I think what a lot of people don't realize is that your neighbor could find themselves in need.
Yes.
If it's a bad month or a rough year, that this happens to anybody, anywhere.
For sure, yes. One of my favorite sayings is, "There but for the grace of God go I." That can happen to any one of us at any time, yes.
Yeah.
And you can't tell by looking at a person.
Right. What about the clothing items that are most in need? If people are heading out to Target or Walmart and they're just, what aisle should they go down and just grab a couple things to drop off?
That would be great. Right now we are starting to accept our fall and winter donations. So things like sweaters, coats, gloves, boots, those types of things. And we also accept used donations as long as they're in good shape.
Good condition, right.
Yeah, we tell people, think about whether it's something you would feel comfortable giving to your neighbor. And if it doesn't have stains, it's not ripped, those kinds of things, we would love to have it at Gifts of Love.
Right. Good stuff. All right. And another campaign that you wanted to mention coming up?
Yes. Well, we actually just a couple weeks ago launched our 35 for 35 campaign. So September is Food Action Month, but it's also the anniversary month of Gifts of Love. So we have just commemorated 34 years, so we're launching into our 35th year. And as we're doing that, we're inviting people to donate just a nominal fee of $35 to help us to promote our programs and serve people in need.
Well, 35 years. Yes. A lot of families have been helped over those decades.
Absolutely, yes.
Lisa, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.
We do appreciate it and appreciate everything that Gifts of Love is doing for people all
Thank
across
you so
the
much.
state. Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
All right, and of course, more information can be found on your website as well, right?
Yes, giftsoflovect.org.
Perfect. All right, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.